to just let you know your days are coming. And so let me go ahead on to the video so that we can just listen and learn as I begin to talk about some truths of the matter that can bring forth a healing for people and the possibilities of you changing your life for the better so that your days are fulfilled based upon how you were created to be with the opposite sex. So, without further ado, let's listen to what the young sister has to say and let's learn some things.
Men that y'all claim don't exist no more, I had that type of man. I had him. And I lost him because I was stupid, foolish, young, immature, possessive, mean, with a nasty attitude, ungrateful, entitled, and ignorant. I had a good man. One who gave me roses, romantic surprises, lingerie, gift baskets. He cooked, he cleaned, he had roses and candles lined up to the floor. He was romantic. He would throw me $1,000 even when he wasn't rich just to go get my damn hair done. My toes, my nails was there. He cared about me. He played old school music and slow dance with me. He fed me good, took care of me, took care of my kids. I had a good man. And I lost him because, first of all, was shocked that I even got somebody like that. I had never had nobody like that before. And I went into overdrive just doing stupid shit to try to control him and put my claws into him. And it was unnecessary because I had somebody who loved me for real and did not cheat. Loyal. Oh, loyal. If you got some man like that, please do the work.
You know, as I pause and, I just wanted to share how she is sharing what she had and is gone and saying that there are good men out here. And I want sisters out here, especially the young ones, my daughters, y'all young ones. I want you young women and I want you young men to understand we build off of each other. It takes a good man to make a good woman. It takes a good woman to make a good man. And this young lady here, what she's sharing, I'm going to continue the video, is talking about how she lost some man that was very well and good to her and took advantage of the situation and didn't realize how she pushed him away. But you young ladies out here, you know, I say to you, to my sisters, the young ones, don't believe the hype when you listen to other people's problems, when they're trying to sway you that men are no good, and they generalize and make it seem like because of their small bad experience in their life and they couldn't find someone, they want to ruin it for you. Be careful of the advice you take, especially if it's not elderly advice. You want to remove yourself from those who don't understand the words that you speak creates the story you will live. Let me say that again. The words that you speak are so powerful, it brings either life or death. Many people don't understand this, and it took me years to understand that the very things that I accomplished in life was the very things I spoke and said I was going to do. I was going to start a business, or I was going to go in the military. I was going to go ahead and start investing. I was going to get married, and I wanted to have kids. Everything for the good that I said, I was able to accomplish it. But also, I learned that the negativity that I spoke hindered, prohibited me from accomplishing those very things. You see, today women call themselves healing. They call themselves going through therapy. But is that just a phase or a trend that's happening today, only to be used by new responses by the traumas that they encounter? Now, I'm saying we have to get to a place to understand life throws you curves. And all you young ladies out here, just as well as you admit when you were young, just like this young lady, and dumb, some got pregnant and had 1, 2, 3 kids, you have to extend that olive branch of stupidity to the young man. That's why it's not advisable to date a young man, for he's growing into his maturity, growing into his body, trying to understand where he fit in when it comes to this sexual desire, and trying to discipline himself in not trying to chase everything that he thinks needs to be had. And so we're going to continue on what this young lady has to say so that we can all learn.
Be appreciative and be grateful. Don't be entitled. Do kind and nice things for him. Don't just be a taker. Give back. Respect him. Oh, respect him. Because that man, baby, he gone. He with a new woman. And she looked happy as hell. She looked happy as I did when I was with him. I'm happy for her. You live, you learn. But I'm here to tell you, you guys always say, oh, there's no good men that don't exist. They exist, but they are rare. And if they came into your life, take this message as go get some therapy, go get some help, go heal, go work on yourself, and pour back into that man, because a good man will wake up one day. Good men are not blinded to the fact that they are a wonderful person to be with.
You know, I'll say this right here. I believe there is good, God, the Most High, in everybody. It's whether or not that person wants to challenge themselves to or discipline themselves to grow into what they were created to be. Some, it takes longer than others. Some, it may never happen. But you can typically tell who has a heart of desire wanting to do right. One who might be apologetic. One who might find that they have done wrong and are able to say they're sorry. One who is maybe striving to learn by getting some type of help. A good man, they do exist, as she says, because there is good in all. Many just started off on the wrong foot. Many people didn't have the teachings, a parent and two parents in a household. Many people didn't have that tutelage. Many people didn't have an example, the image of knowing what is right from wrong. And then many are on their own trying to figure out how to go ahead and manage in their life in relationships. This is why you young women need to be very cautious in who you call a man. Because an adolescent turns into a young boy, who turns into a young man, who turns into a young male, or turns into that young male trying to become a man. You don't give the title of man just to anybody. He must prove that he is a man, because with the title of a man comes responsibility, comes discipline, comes integrity. And a man in his 20s, let me tell you, very few have reached maturity to understand in their sexual place, they have disciplined themselves to be able to become faithful. I raise my right hand. I was a young man that was wild, out there sowing my wild oats, as they call it. And it took some years for me to understand, not that I'm just hurting the woman because I was lying, being deceiving, hurtful, but that I was a person who wasn't honest with myself, who didn't even know myself. And this was when I woke up and realized if I am to be a man, I must follow the suit of being a good example of honesty and integrity. Let's continue on with our video.
They just love your ass. And when they love you, they stay and they stay and they stay and they stay because they hoping you will get it together one day. They're not staying with you because they don't know that they're a good man and they may not be able to get anything else. Oh, baby, he know. He counting down on your clock. He counting down on your clock. So work on yourself. Don't lose no good man, because I'm going to tell you, they are rare. And since I've been out here in these streets, it ain't nothing for me in these streets. They all trash. That's all. That's the tea. That's the word. I hope I can help somebody today.
You know, powerful coming from a young lady. And that sounds like she woke up and she was able to even recognize her own faults. Because when you do have a good person, whether you got a good woman or you got a good man, out here in this world, when you get out here in the streets, it's hard to go ahead and find another good one. And when I say good one, I'm talking about one who has come to the awareness of who they are in maturity. Because the game out here in the streets are played, nobody trusts anybody. So everybody is up on game. And so I just wanted to leave the message to you all, especially to the men. You have it in you to become a good man. And for some, it takes time. For some, it never happens because few want to grow. Few want to learn about themselves and be able to go and become the greatest of who they are. You know, there's nothing like growth. When I look back when I was in my 20s and I talked with women, it was a shame to come from past good women. And, you know, my first marriage was a dud. It turned out bad. And I guess that was the karma that came to haunt me. But I'm thankful that the Most High gave me a second chance. 10 years in this marriage I just had this past Friday. And I'm so thankful that I was able to mature out of silliness. And, you know, as like I said, you know, here on this evening, I just come to you all, Papa Roo coming at you, just sharing just some gold nuggets that it ain't over, y'all. Life has so much to offer you. But if you speak negative in the atmosphere, you're only painting your future on how it will be. Be careful not to follow these men and women who wants to shed light that the other opposite sex is negative and they're no good, all because of their bad experience. No, stay your course. You become the greatest part of who you are. And the Most High is going to bring you that great person as long as you're faithful to the Most High. But if you want to play the game, you only get the results of the game. But if you want to be honest, have some moral value, integrity, I'm telling you, on the horizon, that person is there. And this talk about alpha males and alpha females and, you know, high value and all that stuff has nothing to do with who you are in your life. Because at the end of the day, you got your long laundry list of things that you want in that individual, you're going to find when you scratch out all those lines of writings, it comes down to you just want somebody to love you. You just want somebody to respect you. That's it. And so, with that, family, I'll be back tomorrow, Talk Tuesday. Any of you all who want to call in, can call in. I want to make this short and simple. I wanted to just say, stay positive and stay away from the negative people who try to convince you that there aren't no good people out here. Don't ride the wave of others who have had their misfortunes and then want to share their negative and spew it on you. So I'll give a couple minutes I just put the link in the chat if somebody wants to call in to ask a question. If you got a response. Because there's too much negativity going on out here. And I said at my age of 60, father, grandfather, that I can do my part and try to turn this whole thing around. Between me and my wife, of us being married together, she got her 6, I got my 2 kids. And guess what? Only one is married. And so I listen to their conversations and how tough it is out here finding that person. It's work. It took me 5 years to find my wife. And I'm telling you, I searched high and low and I found her. But it took work. It was very, very worth it. Because I tell you, yes, we all got a lot of problems out here. A lot of us, we got a lot of scars and wounds from the past. Relationships and stuff. But I say this right here, I am thankful. As I get older, I become more dependent on my wife. You know, when you're young and you think that everything is so serious, think you can do good or bad by yourself. One of the worst mistakes if you decide to sever the ties. Because as you get older, you get heavily reliant on the other. And with that, family, I say good night, and until tomorrow, peace and blessings to you all, and I'm out.